Hello, kids. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Taking good care of yourself? Yes, that's what we all have to do right now. We all have to take care of ourselves as well as our studies. This is your Asra ma'am, and today we'll go through the part 2 of the chapter number 16, that is India Wins Freedom. Let's have a quick look on what we learned in our last lecture. We discussed about INC. Yes, Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress came into existence to create a platform for the dialogue between British and India. We also learned about two groups of Indian National Congress. One was moderates who were in favor of British, and the other one was radicals who were totally against the British, which actually led to Swadeshi and boycott movement. Swadeshi movement came into existence to make people buy Indian goods, the goods that were made in India, and boycott the foreign goods. To suppress the unity among Indians, Britishers came up with a plan, and the plan was partition of Bengal. This was to divide Hindus and Muslims. Now seeing this, moderates and radicals also they could not achieve much with their perception, with their ideas. So revolutionaries came into picture. Revolutionaries even killed some of the British men. They were a little different than moderates and radicals. Now let's have a quick look at the contents for today's lecture. Today we'll discuss about Mahatma Gandhi, how Gandhiji leads the nation, Jalyanwala Bagh massacre. Mahatma Gandhi or Gandhiji. He was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. Yes, you know that 2nd October is an Indian national holiday. It was the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi and he was born in Porbandar, Gujarat. So when we are asked a question, what is the birth date of Mahatma Gandhi? We say it is 2nd October 1869. If somebody asks us where was Mahatma Gandhi born, we say in Porbandar, Gujarat. His real name was Mohandas Gandhi. Yes, I'm again repeating it for all of us. Mohandas Gandhi. He got married to Kasurbai Makhanji Kapadia in the year 1883. Mahatma Gandhi, as you can see in the picture, he was popularly known as Babu. After 5 years in 1888, he went to London to study law. In 1891, he returned to India to start a law practice. He traveled to South Africa as well. He has spent over 21 years in South Africa. In South Africa, he fought against the racist policies of white rulers. His method of fighting, which is often called as Satyagraha, was based on just two principles. One among it was truth and the other one was non-violence. So if anybody asks us what are the principles on which Satyagraha is based on, we say it is truth and we say it is non-violence. Gandhiji actually led the Indian nation. Now let's have a look at how he led the nation. Gandhiji returned to India in the year 1915 and soon after returning he travelled across the country. Like he travelled everywhere in India and was shocked to look at the poverty of Indians. He decided to fight not only against the British but also against the prevailing social and religious practices, mainly the caste system which was present in India at that point of time. He asked people also not to obey the unjust laws of the government. Before we go to Jalyanwala Bagh massacre, I want all of you to know that Gandhiji was the prime leader of India's independence movement. If today India is independent, if India has got the independence in 1947, it was mainly because of Gandhiji. Now let's quickly have a look at Jalyanwala Bagh massacre. On 13th April 1919, a public meeting was held at Jalyanwala Bagh in Amritsar. General Dyer came there and ordered his soldiers to fire at the crowd. It was for no reason he ordered his soldiers to just fire at them. Hundreds of people were killed and thousands of people got injured in that massacre. The whole country was shocked by this incident. All the national leaders protested strongly against this cruel act. Be it a Muslim, be it a Hindu, be it a Sikh, everybody protested against this incident. My dear children, that was all from today's lecture. Now let's have a quick look on what we learned today. Today we learned about Babu. Yes, that is Mahatma Gandhi. And we learned about his life. We learned he was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. That is a national holiday across India. His real name was Mohandas Gandhi. We also learned that he spent his 21 years in South Africa and there he fought against their racist policies. We also learned about his method of fighting, which was popularly known as Satyagraha, and it was based on two principles, that is truth and non-violence. But once he returned back to India, he was devastated to look at the condition of Indians, and there he decided to fight for his nation, and not only against British but also against various religious and social practices that were present in India at that point of time. Next thing we learned was Jalyanwala Bagh massacre. On 13th April 1919, mark that date. Yes, 13th April 1919. General Dyer was the one who ordered to fire at a public meeting, resulting in death of hundreds of people and thousands of people got injured. Everyone in the country was quite shocked and protests rocked around the country against it. This was all about today's lecture about Mahatma Gandhi and Jalyanwala Bagh massacre. In the next lecture, we'll discuss about non-cooperation movement, Simon Commission, civil disobedience movement, and Quit India movement. Thank you so much, kids, for paying attention, and please make sure you're taking care of yourself by maintaining social distance, washing hands regularly, and staying inside. Have an awesome time ahead. Stay blessed, take care, and study well. Allah Hafiz.